Has anybody ever asked you why you're Catholic? I'm sure many of us are hit with that exact same question all the time. Well, I had the privilege of going to St. Brendan's out here in Cumming, Georgia, and they had a wonderful, wonderful Catholic apologetics class, and I had the opportunity to speak and answer that question. So enjoy this video and think about your answer to why you're Catholic. God bless you. Peace. Well, first of all, I want to say it's a pleasure and an honor to be in front of you gentlemen, and especially something as personal as Catholic apologetics. And when people learned that I was converted to Catholicism, my whole Protestant life changed completely. And even to people who used to listen to my radio show, they were so upset about the change that a lot of them even wrote me some letters. So I'm going to share with you one letter that I got from a very, very loyal listener, and her name is Ashley, and she's from Tennessee. Okay, you guys ready for this?
First time caller, long time listener.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, here we go. Ashley, dear Mr. Nyghtstorm, I first want to say that I miss hearing you on the radio and simply following you on Twitter and Facebook, reading your blogs and watching your YouTube videos is just not the same. As a longtime fan of your work with helping people deal with their demons, it saddens me to say that I am disappointed in you. I read somewhere that you had joined the Catholic Church, and I just can't imagine why you would do such a dumb thing. My children and I cried years ago when you were speaking at an event when you revealed to the world that a Catholic minister had raped you when you were 11 years old. You spoke of how it destroyed your life, and you tried to kill yourself a few times because you felt worthless and unloved. Why in the HE double hockey sticks would you go back to that evil cult and subject yourself, your wife, and your kids to it? Please tell me this is a hoax, because I would hate to tell my boys that they cannot listen to you anymore, and they have already lost too many real heroes in their life. Ashley from Tennessee. Now, it's kind of deep, man. She touched the heartstrings because she used to listen to me and she had her boys listening to me, and it broke her heart for her to even think that I would become Catholic simply because of all the mess that they've been hearing on the Protestant side, or the mess that they've been hearing in the media. Now, is the Catholic Church perfect? Of course not. But let me tell you why I became Catholic, and I'm gonna put this down. Yes, bad things happened to me when I was a kid. Bad things have happened to all of us in our lives. And you can't blame an entire organization for what someone did. That's like saying all black people are thugs, all white people are racist, all Hispanics are illegals. It's preposterous to think that way. But unfortunately, in the world, they tend to compartmentalize groups. And what I want to say is the reason why I became Catholic, because it was a very, very tough thing for me to do. And I struggled with this for many, many years, because I was a Protestant minister for 13 years. And I started researching and I started studying. And the more I researched and studied, the more I realized the holes in my faith. And when I researched more, I started to realize that everything that I was trying to get spiritually, all roads led to Rome. So I had to think to myself, I'm like, God, why is everything leading to Catholicism? The genesis of the church is in Catholicism. Everything I've been trying to learn from the Protestant side comes from Catholicism. So what's up? So fast forward a few years later. Now, I've already given myself to God, and I've already made the decision to unburden my soul with all this darkness that's happened to me in my life by giving it all to Christ and forgiving even the person who did that ugly stuff to me when I was a child. Don't know if he's still alive, don't know if he's dead. I forgave, I'm moving on, and I got rid of that darkness because it was destroying me. But now, I'm driving through Creekstone. You guys know about Creekstone subdivision right around the street. Well, I'm driving through there, and I'm pondering this question about Catholicism, and this little girl runs into the street, and she says, "Stop!" And I'm like, "Little girl, what are you doing?" She says, "You're gonna stop because me and my sister are selling lemonade, and it is the greatest cup of lemonade you're ever gonna buy, and you're gonna buy some for a quarter." And I'm like, "Young lady, you ran into the street, that's dangerous." She said, "Are you gonna buy some lemonade or what?" So meanwhile, while Amy is sitting here, and her sister Christina is pouring that lemonade, like, "Yeah, bruh, you're gonna drink this lemonade." She brings it down, I drink it, it's the best lemonade I've ever drank. And I drove off and I turned around, and it was so good that I had to buy some more. And I bought some more of that lemonade, and I'm like, "Who are your parents?" Because I want to know who's responsible for this aggressive tone of selling something you believe in. And they said, "Our dad is Mike Drapeau." Now, if you know who Mike Drapeau is, it makes sense. He is an incredible pillar of our society. He is a brother to us. He is a loving father and husband. He has helped so many in our community. But once I met Mike, I sat down with him. We had a couple of beers. We talked about faith. We talked about family. We talked about community. And he said, "I'm Catholic, and I want to invite you to some of our encounter meetings." Now, that was 2 years ago. And one of my big brothers from the encounter meetings is here, right there. That's Bill Dill. Say, "Hey, everybody say, hey, Bill." And I met these gentlemen. Our family started to entwine with one another, and I started to see the love and support from a community that I've always really wanted. And I still had that question in my mind because I was still fighting this Catholicism thing. And I said, everything that I needed spiritually comes from Catholicism. Now God has surrounded me with people that have given me the love and the support that I've always craved. And it's coming from what? Catholicism. And so I said, "God, what do you want me to do?" He said, "Dum-dum, I want you to be Catholic. I want you to go into the church, and I want you to tell your story, and I want you to help people who've been hurt by the church, but more importantly, I want you to get people to come back to the church. That's what I want you to do." Now, all of us, some of us have been raised cradle Catholics, some of us have been told we need to be Catholic, but to me it went a little bit deeper. And after all the evidence, after all the research, after all the living, after all the love that I've received, I decided for myself, not just because God told me to, I said, I want to be Catholic because I know in my mind, in my heart, in my soul, it is the right thing to do. Now, I did respond to Ashley, and I know my time is coming up, but I did respond to Ashley from Tennessee. And 3 weeks ago, she wrote me back. And woohoo, y'all ready for this? Because I explained to her everything, and she said, "Thank you, YG, for your response. I still don't agree with your decision, but I understand and respect it. If more people forgave and listened to the voice of God, even if it's something we do not want to do, the world would have less hate in it and be a better place. And by the way, now my sons want to go to Catholic school, and it's all your fault." And that's Ashley, and she said, hashtag still a fan. So when we talk about Catholic apologetics, and we talk about the struggle of talking about our faith, even to family members or the people that we don't know, and we're coming with contention and we're coming with adversity, please stand, keep speaking. You have absolutely no idea the lives you're going to change, because the first life that changed was your own. My life has changed, and I'm ready to join you, brothers, as we spread our faith. Amen? Amen. Amen. Now shut up. Now, didn't I tell you that's going to be some good stuff? A bunch of brothers from diverse backgrounds from all walks of life coming together, telling the truth about our faith and why we want to express our faith out here in the world. So there's nothing wrong with being a Catholic apologetic. It is simply telling the truth about what you believe, why you believe, and how the church has affected your life and how it can affect the lives of others. So let's get out here and let's talk about our faith And let's start making a difference today by first having our lives changed and then just simply telling the truth about it so Christ can do his work in the lives of others. God bless you.